Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following NOD terrorist actions in
Hi,
Slovenia.
I'm Cal.
Harsh, unforgiving wilderness.
Hi, I'm Cal.
Are you picking this up? Deactivate your defense matrix.
Are you picking this up? Are you picking this up? Good. I know you need more deep background, but we're up against it. NOD forces have fortified this beachhead at X16Y42. Intelligence is still coming in, so we can't tell you a lot, but we think we've found a chink in their armour. Commander Carter can sneak you and some backup forces on the shore right here. You may get some artillery support from his gunboats, but this is mostly grunt work. Your mission is simple. Knock out all fortifications, eliminate all NOD troops, and establish a beachhead by building your base. Good luck. Hi, I'm Caliban. First of all, I just want to say a big thanks to all of you. And I do mean everyone. Whether you're a recent viewer or someone who has been following the channel for a while, you've got my deep gratitude for your support. It was only a couple of weeks ago that I was wondering how to celebrate 500 subscribers, and then 2 videos later I was suddenly at 1,000. I'm really pleased with how things are going, especially as the channel is soon to reach 100,000 video views, another fantastic milestone. On the scale of things, the channel is still pretty small, but all things are relative and I'm pleased with the progress. Some YouTubers will be disappointed with only a few thousand views on a video, but for me, it feels like success. When I was young, I was in a band that frequently played their hearts out to near empty venues. I remember one particular night there was just 6 people in front of the stage, and one of them was the barman. So the fact I get to entertain a few thousand people at once with my videos feels quite special to me. This isn't my job, it's my hobby, and as such I've got the luxury to make the videos I want when I want to make them. It's got the added benefit that you don't have to listen to me pretend to like Raid Shadow Legends twice a week. So again, thank you, all of you. I'm not really quite sure what to do in a milestone video apart from make a silly intro, but you've already seen that, so I think I'll go ahead and just answer a few of your questions. Let's get the most important one out of the way first. Why are you wearing a terrible fancy dress costume? Honestly, I just thought it was funny, and that's good enough for me. But what else have we got? Why do you continue to use a terrible avatar? Well, when I first started the channel, I just needed an avatar or something like that. I needed a presence, an image, I don't know, something. And I made a thing with AI after testing loads of things out. I found one I liked and I stuck with it. And the more I use it, I've kind of developed a Stockholm syndrome with it. You know, it's rubbish and all the things wrong with it annoy me and it's obviously AI, but I've kind of got quite fond of it in some weird way. Everyone seems to hate it, so I'm going to try and use it as less as possible. What else have we got? So, Insomnicide94 says, what gave you the initial push to do what you do? Or was it a bite the bullet and hope for the next best kind of thing? I'm also curious what sort of music people who make these videos listen to. And then he says thanks and I'm brilliant, all that crap. So, I just needed a hobby. I got ill. I won't labour the point, but basically I couldn't do a lot of the things I used to do and I thought, hey, there's plenty of idiots on YouTube. I could be one of those idiots. I like talking, I like strategy games, I like quite a lot of games, but I thought I'd just do it. Like I said, it's a hobby. I'm not trying to make this into a job. I've already got a job. That job's fine. So, just a hobby. Thought, why the hell not? As far as music, well, I mean, bit of an interesting question, but like most people in their 40s, I still listen to the same stuff I listened to when I was like 18. So I listen to a lot of punk rock, I listen to a lot of thrash metal, I listen to some ska punk, I love NoFX, I love Bad Religion, I love Pantera and Anthrax and Megadeth and Metallica and all those sorts of things. The Hunter 649 says, I would like to know if you did any sort of video editing of the likes before. From the very first video to the most recent ones, they all seem very well structured and thought out. Well, that's very kind, but I've looked through the first few videos I did and I hate them. But no, I don't really have any like proper experience. For ages I've always just fiddled around with videos, normally for like 5 people to make an in-joke. I make like recruitment videos for various MMO guilds I've been in and stuff like that. The trick really is that I use a rubbish piece of software called Cyberlink Power Director. Now if you told a professional used that and you wanted a job, they'd laugh at you until you left the office. But there's something about Cyberlink and it allows you to do things that make it look almost like you know what you're doing without really having to know what you're doing. So no real experience, but I managed to just sort of keep things going. As far as about like the way I edit, I just watch quite a lot of YouTube. There's people on YouTube I like, and I can't obviously steal what they do because they do it properly, but I try and learn from the people I watch. Billy Randall says, if you had the money and access to get any type of food and drink you wanted for one day, what would your drinks and meals and snacks be? Oh god, I don't know. I don't really have a refined palate. I like nice wine, but I don't really know the names of any really nice wines. I'd probably end up eating burgers. Burgers are just amazing. It's really hard to go wrong with a burger. I mean, it'd have to be some sort of super gourmet burger. Maybe beef Wellington. Maybe a yard of Greggs sausage roll. I don't really know. Snacks wise, I'm a chips and dips man, I guess. Quite boring. Oh, pork pies. That's what I want. I want a proper pork pie. Not one of them rubbish ones you get in a shop. I want one that you can only buy at like a village fair in Cornwall for like £7. One of those really nice ones. That's what I'd eat. And a Scotch egg as well. Homemade Scotch egg. Amazing. Mr. Spancer Frando says, what to do if a pelican enters your home? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. I've never encountered a pelican. I guess you could probably chase it off. In my experience, animals are afraid of noise, so maybe run after it with a vacuum cleaner. Maybe try and chuck, if you've got a small vacuum cleaner, maybe throw it at it. Maybe detach the battery section from the main section so you've got 2 shots. I don't think pelicans are that tough. You could probably do one in with 1 throw, but you know, that's not very kind. JFRA24 says, do you like VR RTS games? Now I'll be honest, I didn't know there was any, and also I'm one of those people that VR just doesn't agree with as far as like making you really dizzy and disoriented and not being an enjoyable experience. So although I like the idea and it's cool and quite futuristic, it's not really for me. And that's it. I didn't get many questions, which is understandable because I talk about strategy games and you can just write a comment and I try and reply to as many of them as possible. As far as the channel goes, I don't really have any major big plans. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I like making videos about stuff. Sometimes I have an idea and then I write a big thing and then I turn that thing into a video and some people watch it sometimes. The only thing I will say is I always try and make stuff better. So I try and work on my audio quality, my video quality. I try and make things more interesting. I would probably like to make slightly longer videos. I mean, I only make videos that are about 10 to 12 minutes at the moment because I kind of run out of steam. Maybe I'd like to stretch that to 20 to try and get a bit deeper on subjects, but until recently it was kind of this way really, which is if I made a video about a specific game, quite a few people would watch it. If I made a video about some sort of theory, then about 100 people would watch it and it didn't seem to get that much interest. It's also the same with like Let's Plays and stuff. I'd like to do some stuff like that, but I've tried to make a couple and to be honest, I found them boring to watch myself. And if I found them boring, I think probably most people would find them boring, but hey, maybe I'll find a better way to do that. Anyway, so that wraps up all this. Just once again, thank you all of you. You're all amazing. 1,000 subscribers is brilliant. Hopefully there'll be more in the future, but if not, I can live with that. So anyway, thanks for watching and I hope to see you back soon.